Here we presents the top 5 best wireless mouse. Starting at number 5, Logitech G502. And thus we have reached the summit of this gaming mouse review. The Logitech G502 Lightspeed is a wondrous blend of wireless technology, customizability, and the amazing Hero 25K sensor. My best friend actually owns this mouse, and she is in love with it, so much so that it took a lot of convincing and bribery to borrow it from her for this gaming mouse review. Now to arguably the most important feature of any wireless mouse. The wirelessness. The connectivity was flawless. Whether I was in the middle of my daily Overwatch match or simply surfing the web, I did not experience any lag or latency issues whatsoever. The battery life can last up to 48 hours on a single charge, that is if you disable the RGB lighting, and remember to switch off the mouse at night, an activity I sometimes forget to do. With the PowerPlay battery, however, you can go as long as you like. It allows you to play while the mouse is constantly being charged by the PowerPlay mouse pad. Now, this is where I mention the Hero 25K sensor. It is capable of 400 plus IPS tracking speed and up to 25,600 dpi. In my experience, it is extremely responsive and precise, but you already knew that. I tested this mouse in Overwatch, World of Warcraft, and Civilization V. The tunable weights were a welcomed addition as you can remove them entirely for more fast-paced games like Overwatch, or put them in for slower games like Civilization V. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. At number 4, Logitech G305. If you want a simple wireless mouse without having to take out all your life savings, the Logitech G305 is the perfect mouse for you. It has no over-the-top features and no extravagant design. While it's true that to make a cheap wireless gaming mouse you need to forego some more high-end features, but a good budget mouse will strike a perfect balance between the two. In my opinion, the G305 is the best budget wireless gaming mouse out there. Once you flip the mouse over, there is the on-off switch in a small compartment that stores the wireless USB dongle. As for the connectivity itself, well, it can reach over 10 feet in case you wanted to play in your living room. Personally, I experienced no issues with latency or lag, whether I was in my gaming chair or on the couch. There is one problem, however, and that is the fact that you can only connect via USB dongle. So this is another wireless mouse that lacks a Bluetooth connection. As for the optical sensor, well, it might not be the best out there, but it's still pretty good. The G305 runs on the Hero sensor, and it has a DPI range from 200 to 12,000 with zero smoothing, filtering, or acceleration. You can adjust the DPI with a dedicated button or simply by going to the G Hub, which you can also use to program the different buttons and create up to 5 profiles that are stored in the onboard memory. Halfway of my listed number 3, SteelSeries Rival 650. If you are searching for a mouse that can deliver you the headshots you deserve, then the SteelSeries Rival 650 is the one for you. This mouse may not be as lightweight as some other FPS mice, but it has an amazing accuracy that makes up for that. This pro wireless gaming mouse has a familiar design, and if you have seen pictures of, or perhaps owned, the SteelSeries Rival 600, you would know exactly what I am talking about. The Rival 650 has a gamer-friendly design. Its body is entirely black with some gray undertones and RGB lighting on the logo, scroll wheel, and 2 strips on the body. It's mainly black with some gray accents throughout, and there are grips on both sides as well as an extremely comfy thumb rest. Other than that, the gaming mouse has a total of 7 fully programmable buttons. Of course, you have the typical left and right click, as well as the scroll wheel, behind which is the DPI button. There are also 3 thumb buttons on the side and a low click latency. The wireless mouse's buttons are equipped with mechanical switches, but are still quiet when pressed. Now here is where things get interesting. The mouse actually had 2 sensors, the standard optical one and a special depth sensor which is aimed at reducing the lift-off distance. The optical sensor is called TrueMove 3, and it has a maximum DPI of 12,000 as well as a polling rate of 1000 Hz, and a lift-off distance of 1.2 mm. The lift-off distance drops to 0.5 mm with the depth sensor. The optical sensor also has distortion-free precision. It is engineered with true 1-to-1 tracking. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. Coming in at number 2, HP Omen Vector. If you are tired of constantly having to charge your mouse over and over again, then the HP Omen Vector Wireless is for you. This gaming mouse has the longest battery life out of all the entries on this list, and one of the longest in the whole market. But that is not all that it has going for it. This Pro Wireless gaming mouse feels solid without being too heavy. Actually, the mouse is pretty light, although it does not look like it. Are there lighter mice out there? Sure, but do they look as solid as the Omen Vector? No sir. This wireless gaming mouse is comfortable to hold, and you will have an easy time moving it around the mouse pad. Like every other gaming mouse, the Vector also has a dedicated gaming software, called the HP Omen Command Center. While the software might take too long to load at times, it does have a personality and a certain gamer charm. Using it you can do all the typical stuff, like reprogram the buttons, change the RGB lighting, and turn on the power saving mode. But there is a slight problem: the gaming mouse has no onboard memory, which makes it a little difficult if you are traveling. Other than that, the Omen Vector uses the Pixart PAW3335 optical sensor, which has a DPI range of 100 to 16,000 as well as a max velocity of 450 IPS. My biggest problem with this sensor is that the DPI increments are set to 100 and you cannot change that. This means that when you cycle through the DPI the number will jump by 100 instead of the typical 50, which leads to less customization in my opinion. And number 1. Razer Viper Ultimate. Left-handed people have it the hardest, at least in the gaming world. It's difficult to find a mouse suited for lefties, and even more, so a good one. That is why I love the Razer Viper Ultimate. It combines high-end wireless technology with an ambidextrous design, and it does it so well that I am surprised more mice have not followed in its footsteps. This wireless gaming mouse has a certain simplistic charm to it. The Viper Ultimate is covered in hard plastic with rubber grips on both sides. As you might have guessed, the ambidextrous design is completely symmetrical with 2 thumb buttons on either side. The back of the mouse is wide and extended, with the Razer logo sitting neatly on top. This PC gaming mouse is perfect for palm grip and fingertip grip users. In fact, in my opinion, the extended back makes this the best palm grip mouse out there. But the mouse might not be as comfortable for people with larger hands. Now on to, arguably the most important part of any wireless mouse, the performance and battery life, which are the biggest reasons that make the Razer Viper Ultimate one of the best wireless gaming mice out there. This wireless mouse has an optical sensor with 99.6% resolution accuracy and a minimum DPI rating of 100 and a maximum of 20,000. I tested this Razer optical mouse on a number of games including Overwatch, World of Warcraft, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The mouse worked perfectly on all the titles. I have included these product link in the description. You can check out this link for more information and latest price. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe.